The Radio Misfits Podcast Network.
From the birthplace of modern winemaking, Sonoma, California, welcome to The Winemakers, with your hosts, Brian Casey, Danielle Langlois, Bart Hansen, and Sam Katuri.
Tell me when things are live. Okay.
Clearly she doesn't listen that often.
If ever.
Ever.
She's so busy. She's so busy with Sonoma Valley Vintners and
Sonoma
Growers
Valley.
Alliance.
Oh, that's right. And a foundation as well.
Because I think I used to call it Sonoma Valley Vintners and Growers Association. And then I think that's not correct.
Yeah, it's challenging. There are two names. The alliance comes from the vintners and the growers coming together. It's always been an association.
As opposed to each other.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes in the old days in the plaza after harvest, the vintners and the growers
They fought.
Yeah.
Until the alliance.
It was like
and then even after the alliance, then they turned it into a softball game.
Right.
And,
They still fought.
They
Right.
still cleared the benches.
okay.
And now it just fights in boardrooms.
All right. So our guest, hey, everyone, welcome to the Winemakers.
We don't have Danielle today, keeping us on track.
Danielle's out today, but we have Robyn Sebastiani, longtime friend of the pod and one of our favorite people in Sonoma. And we wanted to get an official Sonoma Valley Vintners and Growers Alliance report because, even though Bart is like the president, sometimes we're not exactly.
Yeah, Bart.
Presidente.
The jefe.
I have a gavel now.
Right.
You do, and a wig.
Yeah, and a wig.
Really?
You have to wear the
How come
wig.
that didn't make it to
doesn't.
Instagram?
I have a feeling it probably will at some point.
Noted.
But I think the last time we did a podcast was 22, coming out of the pandemic, and Bart and I went and visited with Laura and Adriana, and we were in the house. What is the name for the house?
The Masonave house. Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Just like it sounds.
Masonavi?
That's not
Yep.
fair, Brian.
Maysonave.
Yeah, that requires spelling. Masonave House, which is kind of where you're headquartered.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the carriage house in the back if you can't find us.
Which used to be General Vallejo's spot? Did he build it?
I think it was the
No.
Mason of his spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just going out on a limb here.
It was a family that built it.
It was a family that built it. What it essentially holds now is a lot of the historical archives,
Right.
and the historical society.
the historical
manage it.
society, right,
Yeah, exactly.
There's some really cool stuff there.
Yeah.
Well, the refrigerator's cool.
It is. The kitchen is, an archive, if you will, by itself.
Totally. It's like you
for
stepped into 1950.
Yeah.
Or even, I don't know, earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
How do you
know
guys
the
keep
year.
It
all
does
that
have a
stuff
modern
going?
flush toilet, though.
it does.
Okay, that's
They've
One of those
updated
chains
that.
you pull from the ceiling.
Yeah, they don't have that.
Like in Benny
The
Hill.
gardens are absolutely stunning. You can rent the space. I think it's actually just an underutilized space. It's incredible. Some people will come and have small weddings and things, and the Historical Society does a fantastic job.
And reasonably priced also.
And used to be on that property was orchard land or something. It was like pears or.
Well, that's what like everything around the plaza was until like 50s and 60s. Even I mean, where we're sitting, it's Orchard Place. This was all orchard.
Oh,
like,
no way.
The go on a tangent. TED Talk. Sam splaining time. Until the 60s and 70s, the center of life in Sonoma Valley was not the plaza. It was El Verano. It was the Springs. That's where the hotels and the bars and and around the plaza was.
What was it?
Farms,
Oh.
vineyards, orchards. Where the El Dorado was a winery. The feed store was an actual feed store. The grocery store was the Mercado was a grocery store. I mean, it was like.
And the post office, is that where
Dead Letter
is moving, and that was the post office
office
before? Cool.
And of course the quarry was very active at that point. So if you think of where Overlook Trail is and everything, that was all the old quarry.
The Platte, to those of us who know.
The what?
The Platte.
Oh, the Platte. Ooh, Robyn, do you know the Platte?
Only because I married a
Right,
local Sonoma guy.
She married into the Platte.
All right, so why don't you let people know what is the history of Sonoma Valley Vintners and Growers Alliance, and then what is their mission and what services they provide to their members.
Sure. So Sonoma Valley Vintners and Growers Alliance and Foundation has been around for a very long time and has always been a heartbeat of the community, as has been the wine industry. And so back in the 80s, the Vintners and the Growers came together, which I do believe is representative of Sonoma Valley. We all help each other. Everyone gets along, or at least tries to get along, and is in it for the long haul to continue to support the wine industry. And so the Alliance does just that. It's a membership organization that supports the industry, that promotes tourism, that engages with the needs of the vintners and growers, as well as consumers, to promote specifically Sonoma Valley wine. We also have a foundation that has done a tremendous amount of good over the many decades it's been around, through different formats like the old wine auction, and continues today through Vintage Festival weekend. And so it's an organization that's not only supportive in the things that are needed, but also a whole lot of fun when we get together as well.
And what are the needs of the growers? When you say something like that, what is that?
Well, so this has always kind of changed. Like, remember during COVID, it was the vintners and growers that kind of helped get all of the vineyard workers their first vaccines. During the fires, the vintners and growers helped people get back to properties. Mm-hmm. So it's really kind of as it goes. Right now, we're trying to help people find buyers, and we're having
fruit.
Yep.
For fruit, and we're having essentially a speed dating event for growers and winemakers at Three Fat Guys on
next week. I don't remember the date. Maybe next Tuesday or Wednesday.
But the problem is, I think
having you here was going to help with this.
Oh, do you need specific dates? I mean, I wish your listeners could come. But they need to be members.
So
okay.
But the whole thing about it is I think we're going to have a lot of growers and not a lot of
winemakers.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's going to be the desperate people looking for the. Yeah, for the
it's
hookup.
tough. It's a tough time. And so really following what people are asking for and need. I mean, I can't go out and sell their grapes for them. Right. But, we can at least try to network and engage with the right people to help ease the burden.
And then we have, it's March 31st from 3 to 4:30 at Three Fat Guys.
Three Fat Guys. So then you're inviting people who make wine and people who have grapes to sell, and hopefully getting them together and maybe sign some contracts for fruit.
Or at least get them to start talking about
Kick
it.
some tires.
Right.
We acknowledge that maybe there might be winemakers that are looking for something more specific, but, also there's probably growers that are looking for someone that they wants to work with them, right? Like, maybe you've got too much of one variety, and maybe someone goes, I'd really love to have some of this.
Yeah.
So again, we're just trying to do what we can do.
Yeah.
The other thing we do is we do a quarterly social event for our members, which the next one's coming up at Hamel. Mm-hmm. So again, purely social. Bring wine to share. There's some sort of food element to it, and just get to know your neighbors. And as I like to say, everybody needs to think Sonoma Valley first, right? Say Sonoma Valley. Don't say Sonoma. Say Sonoma Valley. And when people say, hey, where should we go? Think here first before you send them to Healdsburg or Russian River.
Where's that?
Exactly.
Sounds like driving, which doesn't sound like fun.
Right.
Well, but a lot of people don't understand that also when you talk about Sonoma, and this goes back to the brand identity, Sonoma Valley, and people say Sonoma and they're, in Healdsburg, and they're, trying to come here in 20 minutes.
Todd Jolly just posted on this Sonoma Wine Merchant, which he has jumped onto our board and kept hearing us talk about how no one knows where Sonoma Valley is. And he's like, I know what I'm going to do, and gave us a geography lesson, which, it's so simple that perhaps we should be doing this more often. We're the gateway from San Francisco. We are the insider's choice. Healdsburg is an hour away, and people don't realize it when they come to visit and are trying to pop around to tastings in Healdsburg, Sonoma, Napa all in a day. It just sounds terrible.
Yeah. And if you ever have worked in restaurants or in tasting rooms, you hear that a lot. People, and usually it's when people are on their phone talking to someone back home, and they go, "Yeah, we're in Napa. We're at this tasting room," and you want to slap the phone out of their hand. But then
could you imagine going into Sonoma's Best and saying this is the cutest place you've
Yeah,
been to in Napa? You're like, well,
I hear people say it all the time.
But
So apparently we need to educate more.
I try and put myself in their place. If I was like when I was in Italy, if I was in Montepulciano and I was on the phone and said I was in Montalcino, or I don't know,
Sure.
like
It's
maybe
true.
you're unfamiliar with where you are.
it's very aspirational of you, Brian.
Thank God they're here visiting us. But you never really need to leave Sonoma Valley. There's enough great wineries here in Sonoma Valley. You could literally spend the entire weekend going to 5 wineries a day. I don't encourage that, but you could and
Make it a
have an
whole week
incredible
and go to
time.
3 wineries a day.
There you
That
go.
sounds like a better
That's the plan.
Yeah.
But the diversity of grapes and varietals and quality of wine, there's so much to
Unlike
discover.
any other,
Yeah.
because I think it's because it was agriculture and you had a lot of Italian families here. All the different varietals that we have planted all over the place.
Well, none of us
So,
could get along, so everybody wanted to grow something different than their cousins.
Thank God.
Be innovative.
Right?
People they think of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay as Sonoma, and you think of Napa as Cab. But over here in Sonoma, we have so many different varietals planted. So yeah, whatever you like, we're growing it.
And then the other thing to go back to the organization is that we were the first of these organizations to have the growers and the vintners join and work together in an organization like this. Most of them there's the Dry Creek Grape Growers Association, there's the Alexander Valley, grape growers.
Well,
the
that's
Russian
there's
River.
still like it's
Most are
mostly like
separate.
that, right?
Yeah.
There's Napa's like that.
Yep.
Correct.
I mean, and even
Sonoma
at the
County.
and even at the county level, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where are there other grower and wine vintner alliance?
That I'm aware of.
Isn't Santa Barbara that way?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I didn't think that there were.
So maybe
others.
we're the only then.
You just reminded me of something. Whatever happened
What means
to
you're the best?
the
We're number one.
We're
What?
number
yeah, what
one.
happened to that tax thing that we were talking about for a while?
Weed.
The WID. Yeah.
Woulda,
It's
coulda, shoulda.
oh.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
It's fascinating. Talk about another thing that Sonoma Valley was at the forefront. What was it in 2018?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
There was a lot of insight in knowing that we needed marketing funds and to join together for said marketing funds, and the county shut that down. And Sonoma County Vintners specifically also said, we don't want this to pass because then we can't do it at a county level. Then nothing happened. So we had organized in a very successful way here to support the Heritage District, is what it was called, and would have been an absolute game changer.
Went
when
to a
you
lot
think
of
about it.
meetings for that.
I'm sure
Yeah.
the amount of documentation I read on that particular project was incredible. So well organized, but the county didn't
Shout
do
out
anything.
Maureen.
Yeah,
She
Maureen,
was-
she knew what was needed for sure. And so then fast forward, we've got some great Sonoma Valley local proprietors that sit on the county board that got involved and said, hey, we need to do something. Steve San Giacomo was involved, Prema Caroli. And it was something that, they just wanted to try to figure out something. What can we do? Because we all need to organize and get together on this. And so the press got a hold of it. It wasn't done, I would say, in the right order of operations. We should have like a study done on what not to do to pass a WID is really what happened at the Sonoma County level. So tough time to pass an assessment, but there's a lot of great things that could be gleaned from that. And many others have put these together, but they're very complicated. The Sonoma County level would be such a gigantic budget that we would need someone to really organize around it. So, in the future, I think that there is a way of going about it, but perhaps it's almost self-taxed. There are other ways that we don't even have to go through, this sort of process.
Another thing I want to give Robyn and her team a shout out to is they've been on the forefront of trying to reach out to the Sonoma Valley Visitors Bureau and working with the chamber and trying to get all of our marketing together so we're kind of uniform and we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Try to help promote each other. And so that's currently something that she's working on and trying to break down some of those I, and it's more us.
Yeah, is that Tim Zahner?
Tim and Mark.
And Mark Bodenhammer.
Who both in their own do great jobs.
Yeah.
But what we need to do is, do it together.
Synergy.
Synergy. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
almost
actually
like
hosting
form an alliance.
Right? I know. I don't know if you know this. We're hosting, I think, 15 to 20 volunteers from the Visitors Bureau here on Wednesday night.
That's
I
fantastic.
saw that on the calendar. You're going to be in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I guess I'm
what a
hosting,
great thing to do.
I guess Jasmine's hosting 15 people from the...
When you think about, the amount of people that walk into the visitor center, they need to be able to come up with recommendations.
Yeah.
And so to experience that, it's so smart, right?
We're just a short walk from the Visitors Bureau.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are they in the Toscana Hotel now? Is that
Yeah.
up and running?
It's fun. We need to activate that bar.
It's very
they have
cool.
a massive bar. And they're
Like
not
the
doing...
downstairs in that,
Uh-huh.
like the Toscana Hotel.
Yes.
How fucking dope would that be?
But I have
Tasty.
asked, would you like me to organize everyone? Would you like someone to show up every Friday? I'm happy to do that. They're a little bit worried about the state, but I feel like, do you want me to ask what the rules are? Because we need wineries to go and pour sips and
We'll
get
just
people
ask
tasting
for
rooms.
forgiveness when they get mad at us because we did it.
Right.
At this point, I think that's the best option.
I mean,
so.
sort of my MO.
But it's so interesting with the WIDs that have passed in other areas. What I learned in working with many of those areas.
At the direct-to-consumer wine symposium,
Right.
you were on a panel.
Right.
Perhaps you've heard of it.
Just a little bit. They all finally said, we've got a seat at the table. We're working with visitation and the chamber and pulling together a marketing plan. I just sat here listening, thinking, we don't have to wait for something to pass in order to take these steps.
Right.
And so that's what I'm really passionate about doing, because we need to just keep moving forward here and getting more people to come back to this place that we love, Sonoma Valley.
All right. So what is going to be happening this year? What is on your calendar?
Yeah.
What's coming up?
Let's be real. We invited Robyn on today because we missed the webinar on the Western Reserve.
Ooh.
I have no idea
okay.
what it is.
So
And rather than reading an email, we wanted to just find out in person,
All
and might
the
as well record
details.
the conversation for the rest of our
it was
slacker
going
friends.
on, we have a weekly meeting that happens Thursdays at 10 a.m. So it was just right. There was
Yeah.
no way for us to actually get in on it. But I think I signed up for it. But then I
which I love.
wasn't sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. So the
Do I have to
Sonoma-
shoot anything?
Do you get
Do you
to?
want to?
Do I-
Right.
Am I
So
shooting ducks
the good news
before I
is
do the tasting?
There is an opportunity to shoot before the tasting. Not
Okay.
ducks, but clays.
Skeet, clays.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I've never
y-
done that.
Pull.
We're partnering with Wing and Barrel to provide a space that's a member-only club, sporting club.
Tell people what Wing and Barrel is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So member-only sporting club
Yeah.
where you can go and shoot, do archery, fish, beautiful clubhouse, a place that's not open to the public. They're
Very much
opening
a
their
social
doors.
facility.
And don't
Mm-hmm.
they have a famous chef that works for them too? Am I thinking of the?
I always forget the chef's name. I need to commit it to memory. He's phenomenal. And we'll be dining on his food, some great high-end barbecue. But what people will have the opportunity to do is come to Wing and Barrel. There are sporting events available to register for if you're attending the party. But the Western Reserve, this really is this hearkening to our brand. Like, who is Sonoma Valley? Where did we begin? And in talking about the orchards, that Western beginning, that really is this renegade spirit that we have here, where it's fun. It's something that we don't take ourselves seriously. There were horses running around. We had a rodeo.
Larson Family Winery was the site of a rodeo every year.
Yeah. And so we really want to dig into that brand and that spirit and provide that for our guests. And so it's going to be an exclusive high-end event with wine that you can't get on a normal given day. You can't jump online and order it. And so our winemakers, proprietors, and founding families will be coming and hosting all of you that choose to attend.
Charlie
and
Palmer.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Is he there
He's
always?
the executive. He's the executive
Oh,
chef
okay.
and the
culinary advisor.
The culinary
And then
advisor,
executive
yeah.
chef Jim Cutler leads daily
Jim
operations.
Cutler, thank you.
But yeah,
Yes.
Charlie Palmer is a big name. That's like for
Mhm.
decades in the
Yeah.
in the culinary world.
Worth coming
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
And so this really will be something quite memorable and fun. And this changing luxury that we're experiencing, luxury isn't all white tablecloth. It's really how you feel and something memorable and something that, sticks with you. And that's what you're going to get here. This spirit of Sonoma Valley, that down home fun, irreverence, but also the best wine that we have to offer with the best people, the most passionate to really deliver on this experience. It's going to be very unique, and we're really looking forward to it. It's Saturday, May 16th at Wing and Barrel Ranch. Tickets are on sale. You can go to SonomaValleyWine.com.
So you don't have to be a member to go.
No.
Okay.
That's
it's
the
open to the
jam.
public.
And
Yeah.
where is this property?
It's out on Highway 37
That's
within
what I thought.
within
I feel
eyesight
like
of the racetrack.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's in a bit of an odd location, but it's in a
Well, 'cause
location
it's
where
outdoorsy,
Right.
right
You
because
need
you have people
space.
out there,
It's gonna be firing off guns downtown,
Precisely.
right.
or arrows.
Anymore.
Yeah,
right.
It's really discouraged.
yeah.
So we get to go and do that and really like sink into who we are and have a great time with it.
Cool.
And there's going to be a element of a fundraiser there in that we are going to have silent auction. There'll be a very
Mhm.
small live auction with a number of very special lots that we're working on. And this is all to fund our foundation, which makes donations to local Sonoma Valley charities everywhere from the high school wrestling team to the Sonoma Valley Health Community Center. Help me out, Robyn. who
Yeah,
I'm
it's
forgetting.
we give grants and scholarships. The last 2 years, we've given over $75,000 back to the community, and so this is something that was incorporated into Vintage Festival, and we're peeling it out and really delivering to wine lovers some things that they don't have access to, some fun things, a unique barrel that will go up for auction where you can get a case, some mix packs of really exclusive Sonoma Valley wine that you can take home, a 6-pack, and really taste your way through the valley and pick your favorites and come back and visit. Exclusive experiences that you'll be able to come back and enjoy. Think, walk through a vineyard and a lunch and speaking to, the vineyard owner themselves. And so we really want to deliver that experience of falling in love with Sonoma Valley and our wine and who we are.
Cool. So that experience sounds like it's, kind of interactive. And then what you were saying, kind of a high-low thing. I think that's the term the kids use now, is where it doesn't have to be white linen tablecloths, where it's no. But people want to have a great experience and feel like they're taken care of, but not necessarily feel like it's a stodgy or
Totally.
Yeah.
And I think that we're able to do that exceptionally well here.
Yeah.
And we want people to come and see it for themselves.
Okay.
So we're excited. So tickets are on sale, and tell your friends. It's definitely going to be something memorable.
How do people get tickets? Where do they go to find them?
They can go to SonomaValleyWine.com/Western-Reserve. So on our events page at SonomaValleyWine.com,
That's
you'll
easier.
find
Yeah,
it.
just go to Sonoma Valley Wine and then go to the events page.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you going, Brad?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I want to. I don't know what day of the week it is, but someone else will work for me, and I will go out there and do our thing. I want to pour
Did we
some
say what day it is?
We did.
Okay, good.
stuff.
It'll be a lot of fun.
I want to go out there and pour some baller wine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's all we got.
that's
Right.
can't help it.
Precisely. And so there's more events throughout the year. The programming continues. We actually just finished our winter program, Sonoma Sips, $15 tastings, really encouraging people to come and try something new during winter months where we can accommodate that, as well as then moving into the summer season, harvest, and then our Vintage Festival weekend, the last weekend of September every year. It's always the last weekend of September. And we are having an event that is a little bit different. We've always had a harvest dinner on the Friday of Vintage Festival weekend, and we're bringing it to the Plaza. So we've been celebrating the 200th anniversary of Sonoma Valley Wine, and this campaign has lasted 3 years. This year is the year of community. The community that comes from the wine industry, but also how wine creates community. And so we're going to do that in fine fashion in front of City Hall in the large horseshoe. If you've never seen it, we can fit upwards of 800 people. We'd like to get 500 to come. They've done this once before, The Girl and the Fig.
Yeah.
And
One of the more epic.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah.
Everyone talks about it like folklore.
Yeah.
We're like, let's do it again. And so...
And there was a lot of the wine being passed around that night,
Yes,
too.
there was.
Yeah.
And there will be.
Yeah. And again, part of this is previously on the vintage dinner, it was a little more white
High-end.
tablecloth, high end, kind of what we're trying to do with Wing and Barrel.
I remember we did BR Cone.
Exactly.
We did it
Yeah.
one year,
Yeah.
and then Buena Vista.
Yeah.
We did one year, and that
Yeah.
was it
Last-
San Giacomo.
Last year it was at Vianza. And they're incredible. They're these
They're
gorgeous summer nights, is summer, end of September?
summer,
Fallish.
fallish.
But around
It's
here-
right around it's right around
Harvest time.
It's right around
Harvest
the
moon.
equinox.
But also it was a little more costly, and this was an opportunity to make it a party for the people, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
And on the plaza, and then let it happen.
Let it rip.
And then
Okay.
roll in the next day. Saturday is the daytime festival at the Vintage Fest, or on the plaza for the Vintage Festival.
We've created a music festival vibe with a wine garden, and it was new last year, and it was an absolute home run. It was so much fun to be there, to work there, to even sell tickets. We were having a blast. So people just brought their chairs, their picnic blankets. We had seating as well, and you could just get sips of wine to your heart's content and listen to awesome live music. It was all the rage. We're going to be adding in some vintage cars around the horseshoe as well to come and see. We have artisans there, so lots to experience no matter what your interest is.
Okay.
And then leading
You know what I'm
into
gonna ask,
Go
right?
ahead. Yeah. Go for it.
The Boy Scouts will be there with the salami.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
There is no Vintage Festival without the salami toss.
Okay.
So they have
Just making
like
sure.
the
There's
same.
there's certain hills that I die on, and that's one of them.
It is a Sonoma Hill for sure.
Yeah.
So can you buy tickets now for that dinner?
They'll go on sale in June.
Okay.
So all
but
tickets
you
will launch
have
in June.
At least 500 to 800 seats available. And who's
Yeah.
cooking all that food?
That'll be the Girl and the Fig. They've done this before, so we went to them and said, let's
I
do
don't
it
think
again.
they did it for 500.
There
was
was
They
it?
had
a lot of
600.
there was
They
a
had
lot of people out
600?
there.
Yep.
600 legs of duck confit.
That
It was-
is
it
a
was
lot of
amazing.
food.
It was epic.
Yeah.
And what are we serving? We're serving duck.
Yeah.
There will also be a veggie
Quack, quack.
option if you just don't like duck, but we'll be using grapes from the harvest in that, which are fun. So
Okay, so people sit down at this big
We'll have
table.
to
and
save
then-
some because by September 27th, the fucking harvest is going to be over this year.
no, I don't even,
And then people bring their own wines, or they
No, we'll have vintners with wines that they're pouring for tables and talking about it. So
But Sam and I would encourage
engaging.
people to bring some really nice bottles of wine that they want to share with us.
Yes.
yeah.
As always.
We're also going to have dueling pianos in the center. So two dueling pianos coming to entertain when dinner's over, which I'm so excited about. They're going to get unruly and fun, and we're going to be requesting songs, and I can't wait.
How are you going to stop this thing once it gets going?
I'm fine with that. Let it go.
Someone else is going to
Yeah.
clean up that mess before Saturday morning
The
when
nice
we're back on the
thing-
square.
Well, yeah, me and the team. So
Okay.
the nice thing
And the
about
Sonoma Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
the nice thing about being on the plaza is there are bars that everyone can just invade, and they will be prepared for that. Kind of like the tractor parade. Everyone just funnels into every bar around, and it's just electric.
Okay, so the dinner's Friday night. Saturday is
That Plaza Festival.
the
So
Plaza
everything around the
Festival.
fest. Yeah.
And then anything going on Sunday?
Well, Saturday night is the grand finale, which is the grand tasting
At the barracks.
at the barracks. It sells out every year. We keep increasing capacity and different areas we activate with the state, and it still sells out. It is the party you can't miss in Sonoma every single year.
Yeah.
But now we're planning so many of those, so just put it in the budget.
And is it chefs doing pairings, getting together with the wineries too and doing like little pairings at the tasting?
No, we have
Okay.
usually about 12 different chefs that come with bites. And then
Cool.
usually, I think last year we had 56 wineries pouring wine. So just an overwhelming amount of wine and fun.
Cool. And if people want to make a complete weekend out of it,
That's pending. There's more
right.
information there.
Delightful. There's nothing
We-
on
we-
Sunday yet
we-
unless you're
we-
going to plan
we may-
something,
It is highly possible we'll have a vinyl Sunday at the barn
which is
to
perfect.
sort of close out the weekend.
I love
Okay.
it.
But there might be moving parts.
TBD. So there'll be little activations as well. What we're trying to do is send people to our amazing properties throughout Sonoma Valley for like maybe a 10-person experience. So look for those because it's not just the plaza. There's so much going on outside of the plaza.
Kind of the thought is if you're a winery and you want to host a tasting, whatever it is, your idea for that, maybe on Sunday, whether it's a retrospective of Zinfandels or
Just as a variety to throw out there.
Yeah, exactly. It's always at the top of the list, backwards alphabetical. You can schedule it for that Sunday, and then it can maybe be linked in with the promotion of the Vintners Festival.
okay.
So if you wanted to do a Rossi flight and
Precisely,
wanted
yeah.
people to come for that on Sunday, you could use that to market it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else do you want people to know about Sonoma Valley?
Well, we've still got to get to the tractor parade.
Oh, the tractor parade become the cult classic. Every Thanksgiving weekend, that Saturday night, everyone descends upon the plaza. There, every tractor
Shopping and sipping.
Yeah, we start with the sip and shop, which is a blast. And so everyone's ready to start their Christmas shopping. They come and buy a glass. We have wineries pouring in all of the retail shops. So you're wandering around, sipping. You feel more compelled to shop when you're sipping, which is fantastic. Yeah. And then it gets dark. We all come. People start lining up on the streets. And it's become thousands and thousands of people where
Sonoma loves a parade.
And this is a lighted parade.
Yes.
And, the 4th of July parade, it's an institution. But the lighted tractor parade rivals the Disney Electric Parade. There are so many lights. Like, we shine lights.
Mic drop. Robyn Sebastiani.
Did you see it last year?
You can see it from the heavens. Yeah. So it's an absolute blast. People get it. Keep getting more and more into it. The tractors keep getting larger, which is a little horrifying. Justin Wilson tells the tale of almost being like coat lined by a wire, like going down one of the streets. So people almost die. It's great. All for the sake of some good entertainment. What's also beautiful, it's like just shy of an hour. So you come down with your kids, it's not too long. The kids are loving it. You come to dinner beforehand, you go to dinner after. Everyone, every shop, every restaurant, every wine bar, it's all like on fire that night, just everyone enjoying themselves. And it's such a good feeling. We, this has been 3 years. The first year we published it, I remember selling cups to the sip and shop, and we were like, I wonder if anyone's going to come. And 10 people lined up in the Horseshoe, and it went through the Horseshoe the first year. Never again. It was so crazy. But we were like, yay, 10 people got the word. And then floods of people, and we'll never go back. There's just thousands and thousands of people. So make a plan for your Thanksgiving weekend to come to the tractor parade.
Cool.
I'm going to make it this year.
You have to.
I think
Well,
so.
I feel like we talk about getting a tractor in the.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Then we have to
that's
deal
mass
with-
organization.
and-
Just at least show up.
Yeah, we'll get somebody else on that.
Okay.
It's so much fun. Well, and the nice thing, it's not like the 4th of July parade where you like have to like, get your space and it's very competitive. This, you can be standing. You can walk up and stand and see everything and then walk away. So it's not
nobody's camping out at 4 a.m.
Exactly.
for the lighted tractor parade.
We don't clear all the cars.
Yet.
Mia.
I pray not. I can't handle that. I'll hand it off at that point. So it's a lot of fun. We have other things going on. We're going to introduce a Sonoma Valley tasting pass, really trying to show people all the places that they can go and experience Sonoma Valley wine, making it easy for everyone to really navigate. We're going to be at NASCAR this year, which is going to be a blast. We've been trying to do that for a long time. Cool. So NASCAR, we're coming for you in June. There'll be a Sonoma Valley activation.
Yeah, because I remember we did an event out there 2 years ago
Christmas
and kind of got
party.
to check out the property.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be fun to do stuff out there.
Absolutely.
I mean, anytime you can bring drinking and driving together, it's amazing.
What's like shooting and drinking, kind of the same thing. Right?
I mean, we're just living
We're
on the
hitting the high
edge here in
points.
Sonoma. But yeah, we got that racetrack. And they got some pretty cool little VIP swanky space out there.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
they do. We're not going to be in turn 11, but it'll be our own little Sonoma Valley wine area that people can come and hang out in. So
Is that why they always, when the person wins, they're drinking milk all the time? Are they not allowed?
That was
only
a
one-
sponsorship.
That's one race.
Oh, I thought it was because they're not supposed to like drink or something.
No, that's
It's after the race.
it's Indianapolis,
Right,
right?
I
That does the
Is
milk
milk?
at the end for the winners. I think it's
so.
the
Yeah, it
Indy
just always
500.
seemed weird.
No, they. This was one of my jobs. I used to have to go and like pick up the sparkling wine from a Sonoma Valley producer, for the winner's circle.
Yeah.
Oh, you used to work for Steve?
I used to work. I did. I worked out there every summer because I didn't want to work in vineyards. So I'd come home from college and I'd go to the work at the track.
Not a bad
Yeah.
gig.
No, it was a great gig.
Mm-hmm. Everyone loves work. They loved working for Steve Page.
It was
Like,
it was the
great
most
boss.
fun, and I was there from like the change from Sears Point to Infineon and all the money that got sunk into that place and all the expansion and all those VIP places that used to just be like tents and
Right.
and portable buildings.
Oh, wow.
It was a cool time to be out there.
It is a world-class racetrack.
Oh, for sure. It's amazing. And there's no and especially in the NASCAR world, there's no destination like Sonoma.
Mhm.
It's and because of it, all the like sponsors and race teams and all the all the wives and girlfriends, everybody wants to come to the Sonoma race. They don't really want to go to
Precisely.
like Bristol, Tennessee.
Right.
Sorry, Bristol, Tennessee.
Shout out to our podcast listeners in
Bristol.
Tennessee.
I know. We have a lot to offer.
So what's changed since you got involved?
Oh, gosh. I mean, we've returned to growth. It really was something where we were looking for our voice for a couple years and a lot of change. And so I took that on and have had an incredible board that we just keep pushing forward. And so we're financially stable. We have new members joining every single year.
Good.
And there really is this belief in what we're doing. And we just keep trying to add new marketing programs and opportunities for people to come and experience our great wine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there a couple things that you've got on your dream wish list that you haven't kind of gotten to yet?
Oh, wow. Dream wish list. I
For
mean,
board members out there listening,
yeah.
make Robyn's dreams come true.
I
Yeah.
know. Well, I mean, what Bart was talking about really is a passion point in really unifying a message with the Visitors Bureau and Chamber and this whole valley to be able to make sure that people are remembering to come here. It's not, oh gosh, great place in Napa, or they arrive in Healdsburg and they're saying, oh, Sonoma's beautiful. But really being able to find ourselves in a place where we have a marketing budget and campaign that's worthy of standing up against some of the other areas that have frankly done a better job.
Can I just throw out a stat that I give people sometimes? It's that I'll ask people, do you know what percentage of wine that comes out of California comes from Napa? And people always say like 80%, 70%, 50%. but it's 3%.
3%.
But they have
For the whole state?
Yeah. And we're not much bigger. We're at around 5. It depends on, there's some vintage variation, but I say Napa just has done a really good job with marketing, but they throw a lot of money at it. And so people think that most of the wine that comes out of California comes from Napa, and it's not true.
Right.
I mean, most of it's Central Valley, but yeah, they throw a lot of money at, marketing and have a lot of resources.
Yeah. That's a 4-letter name. That's easy. Easy to spell. Seriously. Napa.
I don't know.
Well, and they were also able to brand themselves as making great cab. It's like Napa Cab, and they're pushing luxury in a way that I don't know that is the current term, like definition of luxury, and I think that's changing, and we're here for that. We are the place where people can come and have great wine, but also engage with interesting, passionate people that are owners and proprietors that are moving the needle in the industry in a way that you're just not going to find in all of these properties in Napa. And so I challenge everyone to really think about that and what creates that lasting memory, that stickiness, that story that makes wine so beautiful that you want to bring that bottle over to your friend's house and say, this is so cool. We should order more.
And I hear it all the time because I'm in the tasting room. I hear that, we used to go over there and now we come here and we love it over here.
Yeah. It's a place where you just feel welcome and there's something for everyone. And so I want people to know that, and we need to do a better job getting that out there very specifically. Yeah. And so, it might not be the WID, but I know that there's an answer out there for us to really make sure that we're marketing that properly. So I don't know if that's my dream or just my pain point.
A little bit of both. Yeah. So. And when's Tuesday night starting up? That's got to be coming up
soon.
Yeah.
The Tuesday night farmers market.
But it seems like, doesn't it seem like we're
usually?
Well, also it feels like it's felt like
feels
July
like summer
already.
started already.
Like, why is there no farmers market this week? It's 85 degrees. What am I supposed to do on a Tuesday night in Sonoma when it's 85 degrees? I need a Mike's Pizza. I need,
I know. I hope we don't get hit with some weird, cold, rainy 3
don't even
weeks
say
or something.
What?
The fuck, man?
No, if you say it, then it won't happen.
All right.
Yeah.
We've confronted
now
the
that
demon.
you've said it, when it happens, we get to blame you.
100%.
Publicly.
Yeah.
I know.
This is when it's the most fun to hang out in Sonoma, when the sun comes out and you get to go to the Fairmont on Friday nights and listen to live music, and you come here on Tuesday night downtown and listen to live music and hang out with friends and drink wine, sit on grass.
It really is that true essence of community.
Yeah.
And whether you live here or not, you feel that.
Yeah.
You feel a part of something.
So Bart, what's been your favorite part of being the Prez?
Oh, Brian. It's all very, very new. Yeah, exactly. The power. You know what it has? It's been, well, the pain point has been learning parliamentary procedure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's why he got a wig, to inspire that.
Right. Because I did start the first meeting to kind of mock the whole thing because I knew it was going to be wrong. I started with, hear ye, hear ye.
Was Dane never
But you didn't,
in,
you didn't approve the minutes first, so that the hear ye didn't make it
Didn't
in.
matter.
Yeah, if you have a kid in 4-H, you know the whole procedure.
So true.
Yeah.
They
you
take
watch
it
the
so
kids
seriously.
run the entire
I
meeting,
know.
and so then you're used to, you know exactly when they're presenting motions and they need a second, and even, I mean, it's 4-year-olds are
Those meetings give me anxiety because I'm like, I'm going to say something wrong if I speak up. Right?
You
You're
just
so
let
out of
them
line.
go. Yeah.
See, Dane
Ma'am,
was
you
not
don't
in
have the
4-H.
floor.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Do not yield.
Old school government lessons.
Oh, no. One thing that Bart and I are doing is going on a wine cruise in
Yes, we
June.
are. Along with Melanie, the general manager at Gloria Ferrar. And so we're... And Megan
Klein?
Megan Klein.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does that mean Randy too?
No, you know what? Randy apparently has a new job, and he's not going to be able to
Oh,
get
no.
away. I
Dang
just found
it.
out.
That sucks. That's
So-
why.
Is there still tickets?
Don't get jobs.
Yes, there are still.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Yes, there are still cabins available on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So we would love to have you join us. If you have any questions, reach out.
Yeah, go to SonomaValleyWine.com. It's all right there. We're going to have a blast.
We're starting in Arles and heading up the Rhone until we get to, I don't know where it is, where we transfer to a different river. And then we
So-
end up in Dijon.
Mhm.
Of course, there's no river that runs through Dijon. So I think we get off the boat
The bus to
a village
Dijon.
a village before, and then they take us up to Dijon.
And many great villages where we'll drink a lot of great wine,
Yeah.
including a lot of Sonoma Valley wine we'll be bringing on board.
So how does that
we have
work?
like 24 hours in Lyon, right? That like where we can
Yes.
be
Oh, yeah.
off the boat, and just the sheer amount
How many
of
meals can
places
you
to
eat in 24 hours?
That's the
in
question.
Lyon.
You're like
A lot. We'll
Try-
count.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out what it is. I'm gonna be on the hunt of my favorite escargot plate everywhere, or the
Okay.
like have your like baseline.
right.
It's like ordering the carnitas taco at every taco
That's
truck
exactly
to see like
it.
what is the best place.
Exactly.
I'm with you 100%.
So
It's going to be fun.
it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
Fantastic.
yeah.
Thanks for coming on, explaining everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And if people
Thank you for
wanna-
having me.
Just, I guess, Sonoma Valley Wine.
Robyn
Sonoma
at
Valley Wine.
SonomaValleyWine.com.
Robyn with a Y.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's the tricky part.
Right.
So.
May or may not have made that mistake before.
Yeah.
Send
And then
an email.
if anyone wants
Never
to get
gets back to me.
involved, if there are any businesses out there that want to get involved with our vintners and growers, we have associate members that help make things happen for our members, help make business easier. If you
What sort of
If you'd
businesses
like
are
to sponsor an
yeah.
event.
if you'd like to sponsor an event, we are open to that. There's all levels. So if it's something that sounds like a lot of fun, you want to bring, your team or some clients of yours, we're here for it. But the businesses, it ranges from, Merrill Lynch and G3 and Tricor Braun to small businesses
propane,
here.
you
yeah.
know?
Suburban Propane has come in. They're actually sponsoring the tractor parade. Everyone's gonna know their name.
Perfect.
Zam, you were there.
I was there.
You were there.
No, it was a wonderful experience to see Hank Hill in person.
See who in person?
Hank Hill.
Oh,
No, you know what? The funny thing about that is I had more than 3 people come up to me and go, that presentation was actually really good. And 2 people actually said, I never thought about it. Diesel can go bad.
Right.
Propane doesn't go
Yeah.
bad.
some simple things that they mention, no one knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth looking at. Propane is quite a good option, and that's why they're there. They wanted to
Right.
introduce themselves. So
We run a bunch of the wind machines on propane
I bet,
because
yeah.
it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry
So
about the diesel.
small businesses, large businesses, we work with all of them.
But it
So
was
reach out.
it was Hank Hill.
It was.
It really was. It was amazing.
Come on, Bobby.
Totally.
I remember when I used to go to Spike and Mike's and Twisted Animation Festival
Yeah.
at the Palace of Fine Arts. Yeah, when those first
When those
came
were
out.
first
It wasn't
rolling out.
called that. I think it was called Inbred Jeds. Sorry.
We digress.
We digress. So what's
We
going
actually,
on?
I think that we did a pretty good job of not digressing until this far into the show.
I know.
Because there was only
I'm
one bottle.
impressed.
There was only one
You
bottle
were
of
really
wine on the
pulling it
table.
together for me.
We were on our best behavior.
We don't
Robyn.
talk about politics too much.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. There you go.
No.
We addressed it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And if you don't like our politics, reach out to
Charlie at CabernetFranc.com.
Wait, did we get more hate mail?
Yeah, we did.
Whatever.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Badge of honor.
You know what that means? Somebody was listening.
Mhm.
There you go. What's going on, Bart? You got anything going on coming up winery wise? You want to talk about?
New releases are out. I've been selling some wines. Wine Club email is in your mailbox as of the time this is.
So not while
is
we're
out.
recording, but by the time
No,
it's
by
released?
the time it's released,
Okay,
it
so
will be
sometime
out.
this week.
Right.
On the
Yeah.
to-do list.
He knew if he said it.
He said it,
it'd
now
make him
it's
go
gotta
home
be
and
up
do
on
It's
it.
Friday
actually,
morning.
you know what? I already sent it in. It's scheduled, so it's happening.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And then so the next couple weekends, we will be open for people to come by and pick up their wines or come try the new releases. And that's it. That's really on the calendar at this point.
What did you decide ultimately was going to be in the release?
We're just putting all 5 wines
All
out there. Give the people what they want.
Everything.
Yeah. If you're a 2-bottle member, you get 1 rosé, 1 white, and you can upgrade to a cab and a Malbec if you want, because you can pick whatever you want. But why try to hold something back?
Heard.
Doesn't work well for me.
No. And then you have to remember to release it later.
Well, yeah, and I'm kind of like, do you want to try the Shannon? And it's like, well, why wasn't this in the release?
Wait, you make Shannon?
We do again. We are back in the Shannon business.
I don't think I've ever had your Shannon.
It's Oprah Winfrey's favorite wine.
That's right.
Ooh, fun fact.
One of our favorite things.
Send her a bottle.
All right, we got anything going on, or do we just want to talk about it later when we
When we
you're
know more things.
organized.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things going on, but we're gonna figure it all out.
Oh, you know what? Come see us at Region. We're gonna be there.
That's right. Yeah.
April 3rd. You are gonna be.
We're
there.
like all week or all month or.
But us
Yeah.
personally, we're
Yes.
going to be They pour our Homage Blanc at Region
Out of the machine.
in Sebastopol.
Out of the wall.
But Sam's actually going to be there on the 3rd, and you're going to bring some fun stuff. They're going to be pouring the Muchas Piedras and the Dos Simones Syrah, and then I'm going to be there on the 10th with our own Cameron Hovsepian, formerly of The Voice.
One.
Who just happens
We
to
only
work
hire
for
people
us.
who've been on or will be on The Voice.
Yeah, he's an
16,
incredible
600.
musician, so he's going to come on the 10th and come hang out. And we're going to, I think Acre Pizza, who's right next door to Region, is going to do food for us. Yeah. So we're going to go hang out in Sebastopol.
And Robyn, why don't you give a shout out to your little brand?
Oh, West Shore canned wine.
I wanted to ask. Yeah. How's it going?
It's great. We're about to do a new production run. Love the wine going in. Really excited. I need more time in my life, but I am a firm believer that we need to find ways to engage with the younger generation and
Trailblazer. Yep.
portability of wine. Being able to go on a kayak, like go to the beach. It's not always practical to bring a big glass bottle, but there are ways of engaging with wine that don't have to be that. And it's small, it's the perfect size. And
I had a can at Red Grape the other night. Tastes delicious.
Fantastic.
You did 250s, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the way.
Yeah, third of a bottle. What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
The first time, our first can run, somebody sent me a picture like she had brought it to her kid's soccer practice. I was like, there you go.
I know. That's such a
I love
success.
Such a success.
Like,
PTA
it's
meetings.
exactly what we had in mind.
100%.
I mean, so it's that kind of joy. And it really was birthed out of my business partner and I having young kids and needing wine regularly to survive that and just not being able to find anything portable. So we decided to do it ourselves.
Yeah. And it's happening.
It's happening.
Like, you know, when you first got into it, I was like, oh, it's going to, you know, maybe out at the pool,
You're
we
like,
could
what-
do it.
yeah.
But now, I mean, yesterday someone came
Yeah,
in
you
and
sold
bought
a shit ton of cans this weekend.
say shit ton. Someone
A
bought
fuck ton?
three.
What are we- like,
someone
what
bought
are we worried
3
about here?
flats of cans.
Oh, that's
yesterday.
awesome. That is a
Yeah.
success.
And I hear all these great stories about what they're doing with it. So it's cool.
For sure.
I know.
So,
Cans and boxes.
Pretty sure Jesse Woods has filled an entire reservoir in northern Alabama with our cans because I don't know what else he's doing with all of them that he gets.
Maybe he built a wall in his basement
Perfect.
with
There
the
we go.
cans.
you also think like concessions, like so the people running concessions, they need to open up every single bottle and all the trash. Instead, it's open up the can, pass it off.
Yeah.
You're at a concert, you know, you're outside. They love it. It's fun.
75% of the aluminum that's ever been mined is still in production. Like the can is the easiest to recycle.
Yeah. It's very sustainable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cool.
recycle
Where
your
if
cans.
Yeah,
people
thanks
are
for
in,
asking.
where can we get your cans?
Really all over, like Marin County, Sonoma County is where we are. We're kind of at that point of needing to grow.
Does
So
your
we're
business
getting there.
partner live in Marin? Is that
And
it?
now, yeah, that's where she used to, and now she lives in Texas, and that's a whole nother
Oh,
can
that's
of
a whole
worms.
nother- yeah.
And I don't even know if love Texas. It's hard to take on Texas, so we'd have to find a stable distributor to take us on. Either way, Sonoma Cheese Factory, Broadway Market, Sonoma's Best, the Lodge. There's all through Sonoma, many markets through Mill Valley. Anywhere we usually target places where it's grab and go. So
Is it in Tahoe? It's West Shore.
yeah,
Right.
actually we had a couple spots in Tahoe. It's at Chambers. So I just need more time to go sell. The funny thing, it's like you go and it's like, here's the concept, and they're like, yep, and then they just keep ordering. So it just makes sense. So thanks for asking.
Yeah, no, that's great. Cool.
Yeah.
What are our plans for the upcoming week for shows?
Well, we got Jen Rue from Oakville Ranch. I know that's of another valley, not Sonoma Valley. Coming on, we have what What else we got scheduled? We had another one that was supposed to be today, but they postponed. And the movie.
Right.
Eden.
Which I still don't completely understand, but you seem very excited about it. So.
For the film festival?
No. These are people who just reached out to us. They did a documentary on Mount Eden Winery down in Santa Cruz Mountains, and the guy who started it and the family business succession going on there, and they want to come on the show and talk about it. They sent us screeners, like we're like real members of the media or something, so we get to watch it on our Vimeos. And they're coming on the show.
What's Vimeo?
It's like YouTube, but higher quality.
Yeah.
It's like if you need to pass a movie, like you've made a movie or video, it's very hard to email or take up space in box. Vimeo's the best format for it.
Cool.
This segment has been brought to you by
Vimeo.
Best Buy.
Please sponsor us.
Somebody.
Reach out to Robyn at SonomaValleyWine.com with a Y.
With a Y.
And then just because we finally got Mick Unti on the show for mentioning it, let's just throw it out there. We are going to get Les Claypool on here from Purple Pachyderm. We're going to make that happen before he heads out on his
next tour.
He's going on a European tour. So
bring us with you.
And then we really need to get up to Amador to go see Ann Kramer, right?
Shake Ridge.
Yeah. So we're trying to make those things happen with our limited brain capacity and lack of time.
Or budget.
I believe
no
you.
budget, no time, no brain.
No budget, no time. We're not getting paid. And remember, if you want a bottle of Sonoma Somme Roussan, let me know. It's only $1,000. And I want to try Chateau Reyes. If anyone has a bottle in their cellar that they want to send, we will drink it.
2019 Rossi Ridge Roussan for a bottle of Reyes.
And the Reyes will drink it on the show and give you your due. So
we will not.
This might be what some of those complaints were about.
Right.
If they listened all the way to this part of the show and then
you are a super fan
and they have complaints, please send your complaints to Robyn with a Y.
Robyn
at Sonoma Valley Wine.
I wonder who's going to email me. Someone email me.
All right, guys. Look forward to talking to you next week. Thanks for listening.
Cheers.
Drink more canned wine.
Leave reviews.
Amen.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
All right.